to a younger talent, somebody that he can help put over on his way out. But no, I don't see Shawn. I mean, they've got a storyline going now where Shawn Michaels ended Kozlov's streak. So is Shawn Michaels also going to end the Undertaker streak? They could do something like that. But I don't expect that to happen. You don't either, right, Jose?
I truly doubt that's going to happen. The man has done so much in this business, and I think the best thing that you can make him happy when he retires is for that. There's two wrestlers that have always been prestigious to their promotion, and those two wrestlers is The Undertaker and Sting.
Kennedy 16 from the live chat room. You're on WZR Radio. What's on your mind?
I just want to know if you think Shawn Michaels should get one more world title run.
World title run before it's over? Yeah, it's a possibility. Shawn looks good these days, you know. The guys working house shows. They actually had house shows here, one in Poughkeepsie, one in Glens Falls. I didn't go this weekend. Good thing I didn't either, because Triple H, the one I would went to was up at Glens Falls, and they announced at the beginning of the show that Triple H and Edge weren't going to be there. The main event was Jeff Hardy versus Kozlov or something like that. Or maybe Matt Hardy. Yeah, it was pretty brutal. So I didn't go up there, and it's a good thing I didn't. I read some reports online, and I didn't miss anything. But as far as Shawn Michaels, you know, the guy, he worked down in Poughkeepsie in a mixed tag team match. It was Shawn Michaels and CM Punk versus somebody down there. So, you know, the guy's working house shows. He's in good shape, and you know, another title run is not out of the realm of possibility. That's for sure. You know, when it'll happen. I was
going to say I don't think he will. I think he knows his position with the company where he'll be there to work those big name matches
and to put over younger guys.
Exactly. I mean, him a title, I would be shocked. It would be nice, you know, because I'm a big fan of Shawn Michaels and the work that he does in the ring. Because there's one man that sells matches, it's him. But I don't really think that a title he doesn't need one. You really think about it.
Yeah, well, he really doesn't need one, but you know, it'd be a name. You know, for all, I mean, he's been in the business for years and years and years. So to put him out, you know, to give him one last. So I mean, it's not like I said, it's not out of the realm of possibility that it could happen. But you know, Shawn's in good shape. You know, he's going to be around for, you know, probably another few years, and then we'll see where they go with him, man. You know what I mean? I mean. It's not out of the. It's possible. We'll have to wait and see. But I mean, right now we got to focus on Taker and Shawn at Mania and Taker's streak. I mean, like we said, we don't believe Taker's streak is going to end anytime soon. Let's take another phone call here. Guest number 225 from the live chat room. You're live on WZR Radio. What's on your mind?
Hello.
Hello.
Oh yes, man. So, what do you think about the matches at WrestleMania? Is WrestleMania going to suck, or is it going to be the big impact of the year?
Well, WrestleMania, you know, it doesn't suck yet. They have, we haven't really talked about the cards. We have, I guess we could run it down here, Jose. The four matches that are confirmed or that were confirmed last night. You know, Triple H versus Randy Orton. It's a pretty big match. You know, I'm happy with that. Edge versus Big Show. I'm not thrilled about that. I'll let you comment on all these too, Jose. I'm going to run them down top to bottom, and then you comment. I mean, Triple H Orton. Yeah. I mean, it depends. You know, the storyline in the next few weeks, how they build this thing up. I mean, it's pretty personal right now with the McMahon thing. Randy takes out Triple H's whole family. You know what I mean? So we'll see where they go with that. Edge versus Big Show. Maybe throw Cena in there. You could make it into something, you know, triple threat match. I love the Money in the Bank ladder match concept on a yearly basis. The Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels. I mean, those two guys at WrestleMania, two guys that are going to go out there and work their asses off, you know, to put on a great match. So I'm really looking forward to that. And then Matt Hardy versus Jeff Hardy. You know, I mean, those two guys are, you know, both great in-ring competitors, and to have them matched up against you. I mean, it's not one of the biggest WrestleManias ever, but the matches aren't terribly bad. You know, Jose, I mean, what do you think? Triple H, Orton, Edge, Big Show, CM Punk, Money in the Ladder match, or Money in the Bank ladder match? What do you think, man?
I mean, it's interesting so far, what we see. It doesn't have this year, it's not so much that this is not the biggest WrestleMania, since it actually is the 25th anniversary, but I think as creative is being really, really selective. And not only that, but McMahon is being really, really selective on the matches that are being produced just because of the leaks. You know, there's a lot of leaks that go on in the business, and especially for this 25th anniversary, I don't think they're really emphasizing a lot on the angles prior towards the event, like a month or two, only because of that. And obviously, we have the Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy. That's going to be an awesome match. I mean, Jeff Hardy obviously is going to carry more of the match than Matt Hardy. Then you have the ladder, the Money in the Bank, which is always an amusing. I mean, you know, you throw in hopefully Kofi, maybe DiBiase, maybe some of the SmackDown guys. There's Shelton there. You know, so that's going to be a fun-filled match. Exactly, triple threat. I think that might happen. Throw Cena in there because I don't really see a Big Show versus Edge because it's just not going to bring out Edge's performance. If you throw in a Cena, then, you know, Big Show gets thrown over the top, and then them two can kind of fight it out for a little bit. And then, of course, and Triple H, you have that personal animosity between those two. And at the end of the day, I think those two will really, really, really tear down the house.
Let me ask you this. Does Triple H put Orton over at Mania?
I think so.
I think he's got to. I think because they have pushed him to the moon, you know, taking out all the McMahons. And then the match with Triple H, he goes on and he defeats Triple H, huh? Yeah?
I think so, and then the draft will really kind of set what we're going to see at SummerSlam. Because usually that's how it works. It's usually the main event at SummerSlam, then you got your normal program during the summer, and then you have like a grudge match or some sort of revenge match, you know, Orton versus Triple H in a steel cage or an anything goes or something spectacular to kind of round up the program within the whole entire summer.
Instant classic from the chat room. You're live on WZR Radio. What's on your mind?
Yeah, I just got two questions for you, Ryan.
Sure.
The first one is, now I know Christian's not in very good graces with Vince McMahon, but where do you think they're going with the storyline with him now being pinned 2 weeks in a row? And do you think maybe the Battle Royal at WrestleMania is something for the ECW title, and maybe Finlay wins, so that way Swagger and Christian can both be drafted somewhere else? Or maybe
what I was thinking is to talk about a Battle Royal with ECW. You know, they look at ECW as like just a development lightweight. Yeah, so I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, the lightweights. I wouldn't be surprised if like they threw that on WWE.com. You know, they would put maybe a title match up there on W. They did it last year. Can't remember. I think it was a Battle Royal that they had up on WWE.com. So don't forget about that. You're also going to have a match on WWE.com, and they like to do something big on WWE.com prior to WrestleMania. And ECW is just looked at, you know, like Jose said, lightweights, developmental, whatever, you know. It's kind of like, whatever. As far as Christian losing back-to-back, man, I mean, yeah, we've documented it, you know, here on WZR Radio that, you know, Vince just doesn't have faith in Christian, and you know, to see, I mean, it's sad to see a guy come from TNA who is at the top of his game and comes to WWE and is just jobbed out, and that's what I feared several months ago, that this guy. I mean, we've still got the draft. We've got the Money in the Bank ladder match. I mean, if they want to push this guy, they still have the opportunity to do so. Whether
I'm sorry, guy.
No, I'm just going to say whether they do that or not remains to be seen.
I was going to say, I think, you know, with being 4 hours, I think we will see a Christian versus a Swagger at WrestleMania, and I think Christian will win the title. I just simply, I mean, I all the stories that I hear. Do you really think Christian's going to win the ECW title? I would be surprised if he doesn't, and then he gets drafted, and then it goes back to Swagger. So this way, You know, I hear these stories about McMahon hating Christian. I mean, I know how the storyline works. You know, I know how the action is. I don't think the guy